Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. Vicario gets the nod here. Anything we should note about him, Jim?
He's got fantastic reactions, Peter, and I think that having a reliable keeper like this behind him is going to give the whole defence a boost too. It's only his debut, of course, so it'll be intriguing to see how he communicates with the players in front of him today.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And here's Marino. Good chance here!
Well, that was well positioned and well...
He's having a shot! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
And this is Torres. Torres proves just a little bit too strong. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Oh, that's clever. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Torres. Threads one in. Timber receives it in a good position here. Kovacic. Bernardo Silva. Torres. And here's Torres. Driving forward. Marmoush. And it's Gravenberg. That is good alertness. And this is Marmoush. Van der Ven kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now, can they get him away? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that's another good win of the ball. Chance here to counter. Palmer pinches it off him. And Guardiol. Now it's Park Ji-sung. Rice. And he's lost his man here. And here's Torres. And he's chosen to go back. Passing is crisp and sharp. Out to the right. Looking to go deep. Oh, there's a probing ball. Haaland. Now, what about a counter-attack? And he's managed to get free. Vicario claims comfortably.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Park Ji-sung. And he's running. Shot, surely! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Timber is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. That has ended up in no man's land. He's found a way through. He's had a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Gravenberg. Reinders. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Van der Ven. Tottenham are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Nicked it back promptly. Vardiol.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Haaland. Spread out to the left. Foden. And it's Kovacic. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Marino. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Torres. Looking for the run. Oh, this looks sharp. Marino! And yes, it's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Tottenham are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And he's in on goal. And the first half is done. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Tottenham go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion. And the second half gets underway. And they've switched it over to the other side. Park Ji-sung. Now it's Marino. Ruben Dias goes steaming forward. Some resolute defending there. Rice. Gravenberg. Played back in. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Goes for a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Haaland just denied by a lick of paint. We're talking centimetres.
Timber. Gravenberg. It's Park Ji-sung. And they're on him in a flash. Oh, sweet feet. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Tottenham with this handy-looking 2-0 lead. They are looking comfortable. Foden, he's got away. Decent progress down the left. Palmer.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Tottenham looking to pass their way through. He's got plenty of space out wide here. No way through, so back it comes. Now there's a fine ball. That is lovely. Foden.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Kovacic goes on a run down the left wing. Vardiol. And Reinders. Now it's Torres. Good ball, good take. Oh, he's been caught napping. Lovely feet. And it's Palmer. And this is Park Ji-sung. Passes short and sharp. He's in space and looking for options. Hit into the... Shoots! No, not this time.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Tottenham can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Tottenham are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Park Ji-sung. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Bernardo Silva. Kovacic. Half an hour gone in the second half. Now it's Rice. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Saliba cuts it out. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bernardo Silva running with the ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. It's a promising position. Opts to play it back. Gravenberg. Park Ji-sung. Now it's Palmer. Now it's Marino. Looking to play him in. Played into space out wide. Great challenge, time to perfection. He's through, now is he in? Haaland couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Marmouche. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner. And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
There will be 1 minute added time.
It's Kovacic! That was mighty close. And that will be the final act. Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test passed with flying colours. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. We're certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Well, Jim, Tony Adams, of course, is the absolute colossus in defence, isn't he?
Absolutely, and we all know about his defensive prowess and his leadership, but I think a lot of people overlook his versatility and his adaptability.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's the way he's developed a more expansive front-footed game over the years. That's highly impressive.
And here's Gakpo, looking for the run. Gakpo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Szoboszlai. And it's Rodri. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
That's a great ball crossfield.
It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Now Van der Ven. Timber. Opts for safety. Van Dijk. And it's Rodri. First quarter of an hour gone. Plays a sharp little ball here. Chance, surely! Decent enough try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Vardiol. Palmer. Tottenham so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Nicely worked. And the shot's on here. Shot at goal! It's in! The breakthrough strike! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Floated through. Oh, that was vital.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's there to retrieve it. Timber. And it's Marino.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Turns back here, probably the best option. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Haaland. He has found the way through. He's having a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Tries to get it clear. He's tried one! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Timber clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Vardiol. Marino. Oh, can he get onto this? Gravenberg cuts it out. Gakpo is onto this. And he skips past his man. And that is out of play. No way through, so back it comes. Oh, sweet feet. It's their second corner of the game. Palmer plays it short. And here's Palmer. Ball driven towards the far post. Gravenberg, an audacious attempt! And that is wildly off target.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Decent progress down the left. Vicario breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. He came in hard, very hard.
There will be 1 minute added
And he's
time.
forced to go back. Park Ji-sung. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And the action is back on the way.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it. Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Gravenberg. Timber. Aimed beyond the defence. Palmer gets a cross in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Hangs in a cross. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And he cuts out the supply. Tottenham still this single goal behind. Spread neatly. Gakpo receives it in a wide position. Rice. Palmer.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Timber. Fernando Torres.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest...
Oh no, what has happened here? Van Dijk is fouled. Szoboszlai. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Pickford punts it upfield. And that's another good win of the ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Vardiol. Tottenham have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
He's shifting through the gears here. Timber could try cutting inside here. And a shot! Has another go! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
On the field, number 23, Mikel Merino. Coming on the field is number 18, Ekitike.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Gravenberg. Palmer. Might be danger here. Oh, important interception. Now he's off and running. Park Ji-sung. And it's Timber. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Rice. Adams. Rodri. Adams. Rodri. Adams. Van de Ven. Now Timber. Van de Ven. Van Dijk. And it's Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Now Van de Ven. Reinders. And Adams. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And it's Van Dijk. Knocks it into space.
There they go, hunting again.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
And here's right, chance for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Reinders is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 3 coming up. Rice with the short one. Nice control.
There will be 3 minutes.
In towards the back stick.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Palmer. Park Ji-sung. For Rice. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Van de Ven. Gravenberg. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Number 21, Fernando Torres.
And that's that. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to...
And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We have already started here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in... Merino! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Deep cross. White with the clearance. Park Ji-sung gets flagged offside. Van Dijk. Now White. Van Dijk. And it's White. It's just beyond his reach. Nicely aimed pass. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Rice. For Palmer. Played out wide. Back into the middle. And he's quick to snatch it back. Tries a measured ball. Header! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Tottenham are applying all the early pressure.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Rice. Gravenberg. Now it's Owen. Palmer. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And here's Marino. Strokes it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Foden. Knocks it into space. Looking for options for movement. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Plays a sharp little ball here. Elects to... Big header! He's delivered all right! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Liverpool have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Ah, he's given it away. Now there's a fine ball. White is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Some really good ball movement. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Saliba. Park Ji-sung. And it's Palmer. And this is Torres. And Torres! That's got him rattled. White. Now Van de Ven. Gravenberg. Liverpool looking to pass their way through. Pass is just off target. And he's heaved it away.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Palmer. And it's Gravenberg. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And he's there to get it away and claimed it back swiftly. Gravenberg.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Rice. And it's White.
There will be 1 minute added time.
It's Van Dijk. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Van de Ven. And he's gone looking for safety. Rice has got himself a free kick. White. It's a good run down the right. Foden. Pinches it off him. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Rice did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Yeah, and the whole stadium knew that was coming, apart from him, it seems.
Rice. It's a good spell of possession, this. Lovely pass. There's the shot! And he's found the net! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing. Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Fernando Torres. Alexander-Arnold receives it in a good position here. It's their second corner of the game. Gakpo attempts a clearance. He's gone for goal! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And he's in on goal. And he shoots! That's another chance! And another try! Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Gravenberg. Tottenham perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Gravenberg. Might be danger here. Brilliantly cut out. Played out to the left flank. And it's Gravenberg. The ball has bounced loose now. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Looking for the run. No, that's been intercepted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That has been cut short. Can he get onto this? And here's Soboslai. And this is Owen. Owen! So close to drawing level.
Owen clearly knows that he let himself down there. He'd like another pop at that one, but that's not how it works.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, the manager must have thought to himself, we're just narrowly ahead, so it's best to withdraw anybody showing signs of fatigue.
Number 17, Williams Saliba. Coming on the field, number 9, Soboslai. Number 10, Gakpo. Number 11, Phil Foden.
Rice.
Number 4, Van Dijk.
Passing nice and neat. Turns back here, probably the best option. Vicario. Alexander-Arnold. No way through, so back it comes. He's going for goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Van Dijk. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Tottenham moments now away from seeing this one out. He is through here. White has it out wide and in space.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, that's an excellent interception. Now, what about a counter-attack?
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Vicario. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. It's not an especially good pass, that. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And it's Soboslai. And that's that. Tottenham have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. Your final thoughts, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to...
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started.
It's always nice to see the silky smooth skills of Robert Pires.
Really exceptional. He's got tall. Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Some good work on the right flank here. Alexander-Arnold. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. He's picked his way through. Cross into the... Oh, smashing header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Aimed beyond the defence. Decent chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
And he shoots! And yes, it's there! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And claimed it back swiftly. And Park Ji-sung! It's anyone's ball now. Van de Ven. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And he's had it nicked away. White is one whose deliveries we all know about.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Back towards the middle. And here's Gerrard. Now it's Haaland. Guardiola. And it's Palmer. Passing is crisp and sharp. Little pass back. Some really good ball movement. Reinders. Now, can they get him away? He's found a way through. Liverpool have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And now they can spring out of defence. Haaland! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Park Ji-sung. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And this is Pires. Gakpo.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Pires! The alert has passed. It didn't always look as though it would.
It's just a perfect example of why they can't afford to lose the ball.
Van Dijk. Just eases him off the ball. Alexander-Arnold. Rice. Can he get on the end of this? Alexander-Arnold unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Haaland. Rice. Park Ji-sung. Chance here to counter. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And that should get the job done. And that's going up front in a hurry. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Palmer. He's in a great position here. And he's gone backward here. Foden. Makaleli, a player who needs no introduction. Is there any big chance? And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Well, there's the clearance. There's the whistle for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Gerrard. And that's really well manoeuvred. Tottenham needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And here's Gakpo. Palmer. Haaland receives it in a good position here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Vardiol. Rice. Can he get it through? Foden.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, that's fabulous. He's found a way through, and the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Gerrard plays it short. And he's cut it out. Rice. Tottenham have the chance to go the other way. Gravenberg tries to pass it through. Oh, super find. He's shifting through the gears here. Danger averted for now. And he's there to get it away. And it's Palmer. Rice. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Spread it left. Now it's Perez. Gerrard. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Palmer, who does have an assist to his name. He's on it, can he get away? Now it's Foden, nicely weighted ball. Haaland is onto this, he's had a shot! And it's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Coming on the field is number 18, Ekitike.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Tottenham are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Gerrard. And now the breakaway. No, it's come to nothing. He can get that clear. Gerrard is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Chips it through. That's a decent clearance.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And here's Perez. Now, can he find a finish? He is just caressing the ball. Tries to get it clear. Tries to play it. Shoots!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Time is running out here.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution on the field. Number 30.
We have got changes here, from both sides, in fact.
Coming on to replace him is number 4, Van Dijk.
Gravenberg.
Substitution taking place.
Good running, strong and purposeful.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Pires stood his ground strongly. The referee has given a corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Soboslai goes short. Soboslai tries a cross. That has been slung wide. And it's Gravenberch. Strokes it back. He won't be happy with that one.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And this is Torres. Vardiol. Gravenberch. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Tottenham played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, someone whose career I've watched with real interest, Peter, is Odegaard. Having seen him break through at such a young age and having so much pressure thrust on him, I really think that the time...
Oh, he's been caught on it! Real chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up call for the hosts.
And he has been fouled there. And here's Marino. And that's been won straight back. Palmer! In by Fernand. Up he goes! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
And we have our very first corner. Palmer goes short. Vardiol. He's had a shot! They've scored! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That has ended up in no man's land. Tottenham are already cruising here. 2-0, a fabulous start. Great chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Romero is offering a wry smile there.
Substitution on the field. Number
Corner number 2 then.
Calafiori. Number 5, Ibrahima Konate. Number 18.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Haaland. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Ødegaard. He has found the way through. And it's played in. And that's the keeper's ball. Now that's well seen too. Romero. Vardiol gets a foot in here. Rice. Looking to play him in. Now it's Haaland. So much time. There's the shot! Sticks it away! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Gabriel. Son Heung-min. Rice gets across and deals with it. Looking for the run. Park Ji-sung. Van der Ven kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Little pass back. Ødegaard. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Great vision. Pass somewhat off target. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Palmer. A probing pass. Played out to the left flank.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Alexander-Arnold wins the duel this time. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Vardiol receives it in a wide position. Cleared without hesitation. Haaland has found the net here, of course. Knocks it into space. It's played through for him. Gravenberg. And this is Park Ji-sung. And he was quick to react.
3 minutes added time.
Son Heung-min. Played into space. Oh, well measured. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one.
Please make sure to watch the screen.
No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Tottenham head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1.
Substitution on the field. Number 16, Rodri. Coming on to replace him is number 9,
So off we go once more. Van de Ven. Throw in. Great defending, strong and determined. Gerrard. Ødegaard. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
That's good play from him.
Ødegaard cross it. He's got tall. No, not the best of headers.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Palmer gets a good foot in there. Threads one in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He rises! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. And he's only too happy to take that back.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Looking for options for movement. And a shot! Well, that has not gone well. Driving on and making good progress. Ødegaard. Steaming on goalwards. Ødegaard! Well, now it's a race for... Oh, he's been caught napping. Elects to cross. Horrific header. Oh, crossbar! Cross goes in there. Oh, smashing header! Vardiol gets good distance on it. Palmer. So we've reached the hour mark. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. To square things up. A formality, we're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That's a pretty loose pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Tries to play it through. Haaland receives it in a good position here. Who saw this coming? From the cusp of victory to the cusp of desperation. It's not an especially... Oh no, what has happened here? Not the most convincing of passes. Ah, now can they counter? Gabriel gets across to intercept that. Vardiol. That is good alertness. That looks a good ball through. He's shifting through the gears here. That's a throw.
Substitutions taking place.
Now it's Odegaard. Pulls it back. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Chance, surely! It's in! And the comeback is complete! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Liverpool go into the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
And the shot! They've done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Liverpool go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Gerrard has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Delivers with whip, tries a shot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. Can he get on the end of this? Palmer. Rice. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that's a good ball. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Looking tidy in possession here. Son Heung-min goes steaming forward. Haaland got into a good position down the right, just needs support to arrive. Oh, shooting chance! Romero is... That's that, the end. Tottenham can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's a shade optimistic. And now they can clear their lines. It's Van Basten! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Van Basten is offering a wry smile there.
Camavinga, undoubtedly the centre of attention today. Another huge landmark reached. It is his 500th game for the team.
Well, he's a special professional who's done a sterling job to keep himself at the top of his game for so long. His durability and his mental strength have been a constant, and I wish him all the luck today.
Pedri, Van Basten, in with the challenge. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Van Basten. Can he get onto this? Up he goes! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
So it is still 0-0. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cambiasso, great vision. Can he latch on to this? Conceição. And that is expertly dealt with.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Camavinga. Nagatomo. Some really good ball movement. It's a searching pass. Takes a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Rugani. And it's Cambiasso. Here's Locatelli. McKennie. And it's Thuram. Vlahovic. Spread out to the left. He has a look up. Gets a good foot in there. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Batistuta. Now it's Van Basten. And there's green grass ahead of him. And this is Park Ji-sung. Park Ji-sung! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
McKennie, he's got away. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And that could well leave a mark. Thuram plays a sharp little ball here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Very nicely done. Now it's Thuram. Oh, chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They've played it short. Lofted it. Oh, smashing header! Harmlessly behind.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Ball's played through. Takes aim and crosses. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Batistuta! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And he gets rid in a hurry. And he's only too happy to take that back. Saliba makes the interception.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Pass somewhat off target. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Conceição. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Van Basten. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's McKennie. Now it's Conceição.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
But referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. So your views on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Portugal have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes and he can outmuscle opponents that are much bigger than him. You add a little bit of pace to that and he's a formidable presence at the back.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Kaka. Van Basten. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Marquinhos. Ronaldo is onto it in a flash. No, he's not getting past him there. Conte. And it's Van Basten. Portugal looking to pass their way through. Eze. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Schneider. Oh, he's burst through. Can he finish? Goal! Portugal! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Portugal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Ronaldo looking to penetrate opposition lines. Eze. And he's been shifted off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, nicely intercepted. Park Ji-sung.
Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And Park Ji-sung! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Has a look and place it forward. Eder Militao. Van de Ven. Conte. Knocks it out wide. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. That has ended up in no man's land. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. And here's Park Ji-sung. Nicely weighted ball. Spread out to the left. Played into the box. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, a delicate chip through. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, super ball. Conte!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Rijkaard. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Portugal are behind here despite their domination of possession. Dunk calmly anticipates. And the pass is intercepted. Nagatomo. And it's Conte. Played with finesse. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Eder Militao. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Jordan Henderson proves too strong, too smart. A heavy challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Kaka. Bellingham. Now it's Schneider. And it's Eze. Eze going full steam down the flank. Pele! A real chance and a real let-off. Conte. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Great vision. He's being urged to shoot. Bellingham. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And they can counter here. Kaka. Rijkaard. Deep into stoppage time. Eder Militao. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So off we go once more.
Portugal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing run. Goes for a shot! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Portugal are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now the cross. And it's hoisted clear.
Portugal clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Long ball by the goalkeeper. And that's really well manoeuvred. Marquinhos. Van Basten is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Now it's Pele. Cristiano Ronaldo. Pass somewhat off target. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Park Ji-sung.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Can he get onto this? Big chance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Looking for a runner. Spread neatly.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rijkaard. Time and again they are repelled. Now it's Eze. He won't be happy with that one. Searching pass he's played there. Think through. Rijkaard goes steaming forward. Ambitious ball here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And here's Mbappe, and it's Bellingham.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's good play. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Henderson stood his ground strongly. Bellingham. Bellingham goes on a charge down the left. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And he's had it nicked away. Eder Militao, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Eze, and it's Snyder. Nice-looking ball. Dunk, spots it, and intercepts. Koundé. And the referee brings it to a close. Portugal perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Arsenal have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
It comes as little surprise, Peter, that we find the name of Park Ji-sung on this team sheet.
First name on the team sheet, you would think.
Yeah, and a player with a fantastic engine. I always think that every time you see him, he's just going to run himself into the ground. He'll give everything for the cause, and he always sets the tone for industry.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Kaká will not... Can he finish? Goal! Portugal! So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
After 12 minutes is
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Fabinho is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Van Basten. Chance for a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Kaká actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Well read, and the danger is averted. Now this could be a chance. Kaká. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Tries the cross, climbs up big! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Roberto Carlos. Can he get it through? Messi, good read, needed to be. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Musiala. Portugal finding their passes. Facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Van Basten. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's clever.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Musiala. Tries a shot! Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Park Ji-sung. Now that's well seen too. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. And that is as far as they're going to go. Short changes him with that pass. Played into space. Oh, delightful ball. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
In with the challenge. Looking for options for movement. Neatly clipped into space. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Park Ji-sung, a probing pass. Marquinhos cuts out the pass. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Ambitious ball here. Pass somewhat off target. Long ball by the goalkeeper. No, again there's no way through. Plays a sharp little ball here. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Those of you making their way home.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Portugal have played well here and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Eder Militao showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Bullish header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Rijkaard. Portugal looking to pass their way through. Nagatomo. Great vision. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Well, that has not gone well. That's a cute ball. That's a nicely shaped ball. Real chance! They've done it! Arsenal are level. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Villa really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That's good vision. And it's Van Basten. Roberto Carlos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Van Basten. Oh, no joy this time. Oh, this looks sharp. Rijkaard.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Marquinhos. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Roberto Carlos spots it and intercepts. Kaká. Can he get on the end of this? That is good alertness. That's a good ball out wide. Nice looking ball. Not the most accurate pass. Rijkaard. Looking tidy in possession here. And he's surging through. Messi. And he was quick to react. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nagatomo could try cutting inside here. It's a mighty effort! Goal! Portugal! And they get themselves in front! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, that looks a good ball through.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Kante wins the duel this time. And it's Van Basten. Fabinho is always looking to break lines. Van der Ven gets across to intercept that. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Kaká. Eder Militao. Roberto Carlos goes on a charge down the left. And it's been played through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Roberto Carlos is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Marquinhos cuts it out. That's a good run down the left.
Arsenal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now it's Van Basten. Conte. And no, that was never going to make it. There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Nagatomo. Good, strong midfield running here. And this is Ronaldo. And it's Nagatomo. He's gone for goal! And that will be the final act. Portugal pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they need.